can't use my night vision in here or my flashlight. All my electronics are dead, so I'm pretty sure my reader is dead too in here. But I'm gonna keep it out just in case. Once more into the breach. Pretty much. Surely we're not going down there, are we? I can't tell if that hole goes down. It kind of looks like it does, man. I definitely think that it has. I think there are pros and cons to each platform. For discoverability and reach, YouTube is superior in every way, shape, or form. Discoverability, all of that stuff is way more powerful on YouTube. But the streaming experience, like Gray just said in chat, is much more rewarding than YouTube. They it they have a lot of things going on that I think enable a much more connected streaming environment, if that makes sense. Um, this is the first time I've ever focused on Twitch over the last, well, it's been about a month now, I think, the experiment we've been doing, and I like it a lot. It's way more relaxing because I don't have to focus on multiple streams. You know, even though the stream chat is all in one place, I still have to worry about is YouTube up? Is Kick up? Is TikTok up? Are there any issues with the bit rate? Are there, the common denominator of like, if I do multi-stream, I can't do it in 2K because Kick won't allow for 2K. And then on, yeah, and you can't do vertical there. I could do horizontal vertical on Twitch and TikTok at the same time. YouTube makes it weird because they have separate links unless you want to set it up with a similar link. Then you have to do a bunch of back end work with your codes and setting up independent streams. It's just there's all these there's a lot of stuff that goes into multi-streaming. And if you're only on Twitch as an example, I literally just hit the go live button, put in a title, make sure the category is selected, and it's I mean, honestly, I am live and I've shared everything out on my socials and in Discord in less than 60 seconds. And when I do it when I'm multi-streaming, it takes me several minutes after I push the go live button to set up all the things because I have to go in and I have to do the individual monetization things for YouTube, set the category, set the tags, there's so many different things you have to do. By the way, good morning, Fast Track. And here you can just jump on, and then they have like I could do 2K vertical and horizontal at the same time. They're promoting that. I have the clip that feature that Twitch has. I have an in um, like Twitch has their own editing software, which is what I use probably about 50% of the time uh, in terms of creating clips and stuff. I still do some additional stuff in Filmora, but um, and then just like the mini games and the rewards, like you just saw, like getting to earn points for watching a stream. Gray just hit 40 stream streak and got 450 channel points. That's cool, especially when you have channel points set up for different things, um, including the Renfail rant series, which people can. I think that's at like 10,000 points. So if you save up 10,000 points, you get to claim a Renfail rant. We can have a discussion of your choosing. I think there's lots of cool ways that people can do different reward programs that have nothing to do with monetization. You know, it's more about the interactivity between everybody having fun and hanging out and showing up consecutive days and doing all that stuff. Um, yeah, I think I've been enjoying my time. Um, I mean, I did take a financial hit, not multi-streaming, but I've been overall, it's been worth it. We've grown in one place nicely, and I've really been enjoying my time just doing Twitch. So far so good. Uh, we're gonna be doing some more multi-streaming. I haven't made the video yet, but we're into the month of August. Excuse me, into the month of September soon. Um, once we hit Star Wars Zero Company, which is on the 27th, I'll be doing some more multi-streaming more frequently. Um, we're gonna be changing up and going into part 2 of the experiment. But I've been really enjoying my Twitch time. But again, YouTube may not have the my favorite streaming experience, but you can't beat um, the reach, the discoverability, the fact that when I put a video out on YouTube, it actually is seeing residual traffic, whereas once it's done on Twitch, it's done. Like you're really not getting people coming back and watching those. They're not discoverable in any way. Um, People have to actively search for them. Like they have to as opposed to YouTube will recommend your video to other people. If people are searching for that thing, then your video will pop up. I mean, there's a lot of power to the YouTube engine. But I think they could do more than just. I think the only thing they really do is super chats, memberships, and the badges you can get. But there's not like a point system and stuff. I think that could be really cool to add. Streaming experience. I really only have 2 rounds of normal ammo left. That's nuts for the shotgun. Alright, I'm gonna stick to pistol. Was that the fog?
What's the holdup? We need to keep moving.
Just thought I saw something.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Jelly canned beef. Still no flashlight. Wait, hang on. I just noticed something. That said spoiled. I didn't even notice that until just now. I ate those and I was losing health. I did not pay attention to that. That's some funny shit. Okay. Yeah, don't eat that. Oh, here goes nothing. Is it the light bulb that's making that noise? Or the truck? Might be the truck. Oh! You fucking rats, man. I've got some really gnarly sound effects up ahead. Fucking rats everywhere, man. Nothing up here? What is the difference? Let's see. I've got options here. It's not good. I mean, do I need any more energy drinks? Sure, why not? That's a bit of a fall. Okay, that doesn't look like it goes anywhere. That was just like a stash. What's with the creepy baby doll just hanging out on the frickin' post, man? Not cool. Not cool. Tano says this is my favorite mission of the DLC.
All clear. Except for me, where are we at?
Been pretty trippy so far.
Where we should go, but I lost the entry. The area behind us is changed. So mark the way. Our priority is to find the object. Clear? Yes, sir.
They are just here to find the object.
Duty? What's happening here?
Oh, of course there had to be a telephone ringing somewhere. Fucking A, man. And of course we can't answer it. Can I quick save again? Do, 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 do. Oh, hello. Huh. This place is a fucking maze, dude. Look, I have no idea if this is the right way or not. Something got him. What is that? Not giving me a description. There we go. Memory card with coupons. What do you mean it's locked? I came in and the door locked behind me? That's locked too. What the hell, man? Okay. Yeah, it just goes to the same place, okay. I'm assuming the other side will be the same thing. Yeah, I'm not doing a drop off right yet. Don't make me go to a drop off unless there's no other way to go. That may be the way they want me to go. Still don't think we're gonna get anything because all of our electronics are down. Man, it looked like they had lights though. That doesn't look friendly at all. Fuck you. Good thing I saved. I don't think we're meant to go that way. It is going to be a busy week this week, everybody. Gamescom kicks off tomorrow. I will be doing live coverage of all of Gamescom. Be covering opening night, which is tomorrow, and then we're going to be covering the Xbox coverage on, I guess, Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be doing all of those watch parties, co-streams, whatever you want to call them, here on Twitch. But let me check the dates. That is correct, right? Tomorrow is. Now you got me confirming because I don't even really remember. Let's go over here and switch this window over. Get all my scheduling stuff sorted. Okay, yeah, so Gamescom stuff will be starting with opening night live, which is the 25th, which is tomorrow. At, it says 11 a.m. Pacific, that's noon my time. So we'll be starting with that. Looks like we're going to see The Witcher 3 Songs of the Past is going to get its reveal. We're going to see some more Final Fantasy VII Revelation. I have both of those games on the PS5. I've been playing through The Witcher 3 slowly. And we've been doing some Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I'll have, hopefully, we might, haven't they already done a date for Revelation? I can't remember. Anyway, Gears of War E-Day, Ties of Annihilation, and on to Metro 2039, which I can't wait to play, which is similar to Stalker 2 in a lot of ways. War for Westeros, and the Warlock preview, which I can't wait to see with Trisha Helfer, which is going to be awesome. So then I think the Xbox stuff is Wednesday and Thursday. Do they have the schedule posted here? Oh, Minecraft Dungeons 2, man. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Fable. It's going to be a good showcase. I think this will be the third year I've covered the Xbox stuff at Gamescom. Yeah, August 26th and 27th. So yeah, that's Wednesday and Thursday, and those start at like 7 a.m. Excuse me, 8 a.m. Something like that. What did those say? Hang on, let me go check the dates again. Yeah, those start early, so 8 a.m. my time. So tomorrow it's noon, and then Wednesday and Thursday it's at 8 a.m. I'll be doing those only on Twitch. We're not going to be doing multi-streams of those. In the past, I've done multi-streams, but I always get nailed with copyright and content claims over on YouTube. So we're just going to do that only on Twitch this time. But I will be doing watch parties for all those co-streams, etc. Can't wait. A lot of good games coming up the rest of this year and into next year. Big fan of Xbox. I've had so many thousands of hours of entertainment with their games. I love my PlayStation 2, don't get me wrong. But I've had a Ultimate subscription for like 5+ years now. And it's so worth every penny of it to me. I play a lot of Xbox games. Can't wait. Gamescom 2026. All right. Unless I can jump on that chair, I don't... I don't... I can't tell if the rest of the house is also covered in that smoke, or if it's just that mist, or if it's just that area and I can jump over. I hit my head on the ceiling, so I don't know if that's something I can get over. It's an instant kill, so it's hard to test this. Just got to trial and error and see if it's just a way that we can't go, or am I not figuring out? It sure looks to me like that batch of smoke is, or mist, is only right here at the door, right? Like the thickness of it. But I totally clipped my head on the door there. Yeah, there's no way. You're not meant to get through that. Even jumping over, it just like, nope. It just pushes you into a forced animation state and you die. So we're not meant to go through there. I think Studman has been doing a Witcher 3 playthrough, by the way. So for those of you who like Witcher 3, you should definitely go check out Studman's stuff. When he's here in chat, click his name. Follow his YouTube channel, all those good things. I think he's 7 or 8 episodes into his playthrough. I think Napier was doing a Witcher 3 playthrough as well. About a month ago? I don't know if he finished his. 'Cause I know he was doing Cyberpunk.
Nothing here, boss. Not the smallest clue. We're wasting time. I think our own route to the Institute would have been faster. Why are we hanging on to that ghost trail? Because mapping our own route means going in blind. At least Tachenko showed us where we shouldn't go. This is all we've got. And stay frosty. Lord warned us about a stalker, so keep looking. Roger. Over and out.
Well, I am the stalker in question. And now you're making me nervous because they know I'm here. And I have multiple directions I could go. I can go left. Or I can go up ahead and through. Oh, oh. Napier's ears must have been burning. I'll wait till the ad break ends because he claimed a Renfail rant. Nope, I have not played the original Stalker trilogy. I went and tried it, and the controls were so old and so janky that I could not get into it. This one I quite enjoy, but I do find the I'm not a, I don't think this is the best game. I really enjoy this game, but the gunplay is not my favorite part of this game. Like, I don't really think the gunplay is that good in this game. Just personal opinion only. I really love the game, but I don't play it for the gunplay. That's for sure. And when I tried to play the original trilogy, the gunplay and just the general old jankiness, I just couldn't. Those games are so old and antiquated. It's like I won't go back and play the original Halo trilogy either because I can't stand the way those games control. Like, shooter games have come so far from from that Halo era, Stalker 1 era. I much prefer the way things like modern Call of Duty controls. Like, I'm a big fan of good gunplay. So for me, I tried the original Stalker trilogy, and it just felt so old. Even the remastered graphic thing package they had on Xbox, I just couldn't get into it. All right, I think we're past the ad break, which means we can dive into Napier's rant. So Napier claimed a rant about GTA 6. Do you really think they have a copy about the game? Do you think it will affect how people look at the game now? Will it affect the Netflix special? Um, no, it's not going to affect any. It's not going to affect anything. Um, all the leak has done, and this is where you get into, um, if it is a legitimate leak and a legitimate leaker, that guy is the scum of the earth. People who leak shit are the scum of the earth. End of story. Um, if that is a legit thing. But there's also the theory that it's a fake leak, um, put together by Rockstar, because all it has done is, so when you ask, hang on, I gotta go scroll up and see what there was a thing that was asked when Napier claimed the right. Do I think it will affect the Netflix special or how people look at the game now? No, I think all it has done is, and this is the whole, was it planned? Um, all it has done is drive expectations higher and hype things up even more. The um, the level of marketing that is going on with GTA 6 right now is generational. There has never been a game that has previewed something on Netflix that is generationally impressive, and um, I don't think enough people are looking at that and understanding what that means for gaming in general, like being able to move into that mainstream medium beyond just your traditional YouTube channels, Twitch streams, media outlets, right? Like we're seeing a generational level of marketing from a game that is so hyped up because it has sold so many bajillion, bazillion, blah blah blah. So many copies of that game have been sold. I had my I am in the middle of nowhere on the homestead. For those of you who know where my homestead is, I am literally in the middle of nowhere. Um, I had the internet guys were here a few weeks back putting in a new fiber connection. We finally got fiber at our place, like good fiber. I've had backup fiber for a while, but I've got like a mainline fiber connection now. And those guys were here, and they were like, "What do you do?" Because I've got like a green screen and a shitload of monitors, two gaming rigs, and Xbox Play. I mean, it's an office, like it's a full-on home studio, and I don't have like the best, perfectly defined setup like some people do, but I have. This is my job. And they're like, "What do you do? Because this looks like you play a lot of games." And I'm like, "Yeah, so I stream." And it's like, "Oh, you stream video games?" I'm like, "Yeah." So then, while those guys were here, we were talking about stuff, and all those guys wanted to talk about was GTA 6. That's all they wanted to talk about was GTA 6. Like, do you have any special information? Like any? And I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm not." Like I'm not at that level of I'm not, I don't have my hand in Rockstar's pockets, but it was just interesting to me because for the hour they were here changing lines out and stuff, that's all they wanted to talk about was GTA 6. And these are just two dudes who sweat their ass off all day working in the sun, running fiber into people's houses and setting up modems. Um, and everybody, it's the biggest game launch of all time. Now, whether or not it's going to live up to that hype is a whole nother discussion because you know, people hype things up for wrong reasons these days. But the thing of the leaks, in terms of the leaks, I don't think the leaks, if they are real, I don't think the leaks have done anything other to just make more hype around the game. Um, and it's great. In my mind, I'm not gonna, I'm not being conspiracy theory on you guys, but I look at this and I don't see anything that has been leaked that is anything other than a confirmation of what everybody already knew. It looks great. It's going to play great. We're going to have fun playing it. I've personally not looked at the leak footage because I don't want to be spoiled on anything, so I can't speak to what does the leaked footage look like. Because I've seen people in chats somewhere else going, it looks like dog shit and all this other stuff, and I'm like, I'm just not going to listen to that because you're going to have people who say that it looks like dog shit no matter what because they don't like GTA. The reality is Rockstar has always made generational leaps in the way that their games look and perform on the hardware that they're designed to play on. Red Dead Redemption 2 for the for being a PS4 game that still doesn't have like a native 60 frame mode on on a PlayStation, like that game looks and feels like a next generation game on the PS4 hardware. It's amazing what they have done over the years. And to not give them credit for that is one of the most ridiculously, in my mind, uneducated thing you can do because it just shows that you fundamentally don't understand Rockstar and the types of games they produce. So I just immediately, when someone says, but I think it looks bad, I just throw them out the window. Like their opinion goes out the window immediately because I just know that that's not true. It's like games always look better. Like a PS4 game always looks better than a PS3 game. A PS3 game always looks better than a PS2 game. A PS 5 game is going to fundamentally look and run better than a PS4 game. End of story. Um, I have not seen enough evidence that the leaks are coming from a legitimate leaker. The things that have been leaked are nothing more than promotional material. Like in my mind, I see things and I'm like, when I see people talk about the leaks and I see clips, or whatever, a screenshot of something on social media, skim past it and read comments and stuff, and I'm not seeing anything that is fundamentally bad for the game. So if the leaker is legitimate, what the hell, dude? Well, you're giving them free advertising at this point. It's literally just making people more excited for GTA 6. So you have failed in that regards. The whole theory that it's someone who's upset because they want physical discs back is I just think I think that's made up. And if it is someone, if it does turn out to be legitimate, um, I think that like I said, that's a level of pathetic in terms of someone getting so upset about not being able to get a physical disc of a game that they're like, I'm gonna attempt to leak. And the other side of this too is the amount of lawsuits you will get hit with if you get found out for doing something like that. You're done. You're done. And I challenge anyone out there who thinks that they're somehow a good enough hacker to like not get caught. Um, I don't buy into that whole aspect of it. So it would have to be somebody really pathetic if it is real, because they're just so upset that they're not getting a physical disc. It's like, whatever, dude, get over it. Um, all it's done in my mind is make things more exciting and make people more hyped up. I have a Netflix subscription. I will be watching The Reveal, which I think is on. Is it the 27th? It's Thursday, right? Um, somewhere in the Gamescom stuff, I'll have to go watch that and get my reaction out on YouTube. It will not be a live reaction. I'm not going to spoil that for anybody. They can watch it on YouTube later. But I'm going to watch it myself and then do a reaction video to it when I'm done watching it. I am absolutely going to play the shit out of GTA 6. Now, I'm unsure if I'm probably not going to try to risk streaming that on YouTube. I'm probably going to stream that only on Twitch because GTA 5 YouTube did not like me streaming GTA 5. I got my first ever community guidelines warning on my YouTube channel after 4.5 years for playing GTA 5. So I'm probably only gonna do it on Twitch, and then we'll port over like edited versions or something to YouTube. But I'm gonna play the hell of it, and I can't wait to play it. I've heard nothing but good things, seen nothing but good things. Real or not, the leaks have done nothing other to promote the game as being something that is awesome. Let's see here. I've already said my piece about physical media and other places. I've got a whole bunch of videos that I put out a few weeks back. Go dive in if you've got free time. Shit.
Everyone stay put.
If they're only on the balconies. Thanks, Tiff. All right, Napier, have a good day. Thanks for the rant. Thanks for the resub, Tiff. 5 months in a row. Where are these fuckers at? Okay, I see him on the... Man, that auto aim is not wanting to let me do what I want to do there. Yeah, I'll have to manually do that probably or get closer. I'm using the aim assist and it's not doing a good thing over there. Switch to a sniper rifle, which I don't have. So I'm gonna have to just push. This is gonna suck. You can only get an anomaly with the detector up. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, can I do a quick save here? Yeah. Yeah, it certainly isn't an easy game, Tiff. Even on rookie mode, I get my ass kicked frequently.
Suspicious activity.
Shit! Shit! Shit, I missed that one! Don't fucking stop. Oh my god, I think I set off 3 or 4 of those. probably don't need bread either. Especially if it's the spoiled bread. Visual. Looks like duty. Old style uniforms, armed. They don't react to our presence. We couldn't communicate with them. They mentioned Tachenko. It's them. Keep them close until they make it to radio wave. Okay. I think it feels completely different than TIFF. I had great fun when it came out, but I think that I think it feels great. I'm really easy to please though. Like I'm if you can put a smile on my face and make me feel like I'm having fun, I will put up with so much jank and bullshit and bugs. Like I just don't care. I never really complained about the A life to begin with. I think the only thing I ever saw in my first 2 playthroughs was the wonkiness related to like shit would just like suddenly you'd be walking and all of a sudden like 50 meters in front of you, like 20 mobs would just drop out of the sky, and it might be them attacking each other, it might be a wandering group, or it might be them all attacking you. Like it just was random what it would be. I think that was the only thing I ever saw was just the whole, you're running along, all of a sudden, pff, a bunch of guys come out of the air because the game suddenly spawned everything in front of you, which it's supposed to do, but it did it so close to you that you could see it happening. And that was something they had to work on, was making that happen outside of the range of the player so that it feels more organic. And so far, I have not seen any of that happening here in this playthrough. I'm not going to get into the weeds with the whole they should have made it even further. The distance needs to be further. I haven't personally seen any pop in. Like the 2.0 update for me has felt really good. Like it feels natural. I haven't seen anything unnatural. I'm wandering through the zone and I can hear gunfire coming off of the distance, or I can hear like wow, something over there, and as you get closer it gets louder and then you stumble across something happening. Like those events feel way more natural than they did in the first release of the game. So in terms of how does the AI feel? How does I'm not out there actively trying to pick it apart like some people, but I can say that I have noticed a difference in terms of the visual aspect of it, because I don't see the pop-in anymore, and the pop-in was the only thing I ever noticed in the first place, and that was never enough to make me go, this sucks, I can't play this dog shit. Because I'll be honest with you, I've seen pop-in in like every fucking Bethesda game I've ever played, and I love Bethesda games. As an example, like I have seen pop-in dozens of games that I've played. It happens. Who gives a shit? Like, it's one of those things where, how you can't really see your nose unless you focus on your nose. Like, because your eyes, the way you walk about your daily life as a human being, you just don't ever, your eyes look around your nose because it's just this thing that's there all the time. And so you've trained your eyes to not see the tip of your nose, right? Like you can just, and it's just a thing. But if you focus, if you look down and you really focus, you can see your nose. You can see the edges of your nose and the thing. So that's how I feel about things like, you know, that pop in when it happens in a game, or when textures pop in. Like we just played Pow World. Pow World had horrible pop in. Even on like even on like the maximum, we had people talking in chat about how even on the most maxed out settings on PC, you could see the grass popping in like 10, 15 feet in front of your character. It was one of the worst like vegetation pop-ins I've ever seen. And you can either focus on that and choose to let it ruin the experience for you, or you can say, you know what? I can look past that, just like my eyes can look past my nose, and I could just not worry about that and still have a great time with the game. So I never was bothered with the AI in the first place, but I have seen a visual difference in terms of how it feels. But it's not my primary focus. Like, I'm here to do the story of the DLC, and in terms of the story, it has been very well done. I've been very, very pleased with the story. And as far as performance goes, like, I'm on the Series X. I've had zero issues. If you remember when we first played this game, there was some texture stuff that was off, and there was a couple of interior locations where the light was just super, super, super dark. And they fixed that over time, got it better. But I will say the lighting in the new update is really, really, really good. Like this right here, like, I just, it looks a lot better than it did at launch, and that's just part of a team doing a good job at continuing to optimize. Anybody who says, well, they should have done it right the first time, we've talked about that before, that's not how things work. Also, especially considering this developer's history with having to move their studio location twice due to a fucking war going on, I think we can cut them a little bit of slack in terms of needing to get a product out after so many years and then needing the time to polish it and make it even better. I had a great time when I played it back to back at launch. It is definitely a much better game now, like in terms of polish, and I haven't seen any major issues, no performance things. I think the only thing I would critique is that it still sometimes has abnormally long load times. And I've had one time when I logged into the game, it said save game corrupted, and when I logged in, it had reset my lighting settings, so I had to do some, had to retweak some stuff. That's a bug. It literally happened one time. I reset the settings. It's been fine since then, so I'm just gonna shrug my shoulders on that and go, don't know what happened, couldn't replicate it, not worth focusing on. Let's just play the game and have fun. And I think that's where most people need to do, is they need to focus on the fun. Yeah, Plague Tale's a back burner for me. I've got, I'm hoping I wrap this up today and tomorrow, because once tomorrow starts, I have to move over to Fireteam Elite, to Aliens Fireteam Elite. So if I haven't wrapped this DLC up by then, I am gonna, not sure where I will squeeze in the time to try to finish it, because with Gamescom this week, I got 3 major releases happening, because we've got Alien Fireteam Elite, Star Wars Zero Company, and Plague Tale all happening on top of each other, on top of which I'm doing Gamescom. And then our grandniece comes back and starts school again on the 31st, so I am maxed out on all the things. And then Blood of Dawnwalker starts on the 3rd, so I have to somehow get through. It's going to be a busy 3 months. I don't get to let the foot off the gas until end of November. Whenever I finish GTA 6 is the end of my 2026. So I don't get to stop until then. So man, I can't turn on my flashlight. What's up, Lou? Good morning. No interest in Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, whatever. I've never cared for the Metal Gear Solid games. It's not for me. to be honest with you, I also, I enjoyed some of the aspects of Death Stranding 1 and 2, but there's just some weirdness to him as an artist that I don't vibe with on the same level. I'm just like, okay. And then there's a lot of weirdness in the Metal Gear games that I just was like, man, not for me. Yeah, speaking of which, I was able to finally talk about it a little bit this morning. I was able to announce anyway.
Storm squad ready if SEC move out. Search radius, residential block, east of the camp.
Okay. Stick to the plan. The priority is to find ammunition and medical supplies.
Roger that, General. What about provisions?
We have enough food supplies for now. We'll worry about that if we stay here longer than 2 weeks.
Comms check every 15 minutes. At the slightest indication of fog, turn back immediately. Roger that. Moving out.
Anyway, I was finally able to announce today that I've been playing a lot of Star Wars. It's funny because the way you have to do NDA things and stuff, but because I was in the preview group a few weeks back, and I was, I did a bunch of videos around it, and then I just waited for a bit, and then I got a review copy, which is what I've been playing through, and I've got my initial review coming out on the 26th. But Star Wars Zero Company has been a lot of fun, and I will say this: it's not often that I will, when it's work related, of course, I will go play offline stuff. But a lot of times I'll just do it to meet my minimums, and then do a very busy schedule. I have been putting in way more than the minimum amount of time required. Stay tuned.
Roger that. I'll cover.
Something just got them. Fuck. People are upset about stupid shit. The whole frame rate thing was hilarious to me. You know what's even funnier? I had a guy who got so triggered by my video from a few months ago talking about frame rates in games that he had to create a Discord account to come yell and scream in my Discord about how wrong I am. He didn't want to do it on YouTube, which I think is hilarious. It shows a level of triggered. Okay, I haven't figured this out. This is a trippy thing to do. Yeah, I have no idea how to traverse that. I do not know what I'm supposed to do here. I can't go through the door. I meant to like climb that somehow? I think I am. Okay. Hang on, that's one of those destructible doors, right? I'm not tripping. This is not one of those destructible doors. Can I go through the door? Okay, very odd. Am I supposed to do that again in this room? I fucking am. Whoa, I don't like the look of those claw marks in the wall, dude. Oh, and a creepy bobblehead baby. What the hell? Rocking in place as I come around the corner. Yeah, I don't think so. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Fuck, I can't shoot that one. Did you hear it running around, creeping around, and laughing at me in the background? Not cool, bruh. Oh, you shit. Probably wasting ammo and stuff.
General, I'm here. In the hallway. Can you hear me?
Hey, look guys, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 isn't as hardcore as you think it is, because look at all that yellow paint covering the stairs. So anybody who says that S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 is a hardcore game for hardcore gamers, and that it's not for casual people, yellow paint. Creepy dolls. Oh, I missed the jump. Oh, ooh, I almost missed the jump. I like stepped on something. That has not a lot to do with me, GCMD. Thanks to the cable company for finally getting fiber optic to my area. Because my limitation has always been the internet. Always. Because I live in the middle of nowhere. And so I've always been limited by internet. And also because I multi-stream most of the time. So when you multi-stream, I have to stream at 1920 by 1080, and I can only stream at 6,000 bits. That's just what it is. When I only stream to Twitch, and with the new fiber connection, I can stream in 2K, horizontal, vertical. It's all in one place. So there's quite a few benefits to the experiment that I'm doing with Twitch only streaming. But I would say the basis of all of that is I finally got really good fiber in my area and was able to bump up to the next level. And knock on wood, it continues to be this good because we've been running the new connection about a month. Hang on, I gotta go check Amazon quick. Okay. So I had at this place I've always had since we moved in. We started off. We only had a cable connection, like the old copper coaxial cable, and it was when we started here when we first moved in. It was like 200 down. They told us it was 300 down, 30 up, and then we got here and it was not that. It was 200 down, like 12 to 15 up, occasionally 20. And my wife, bless her heart, did all the good things and just yelled and screamed and complained because that's not what they told us we were going to get. And she complained so often and so frequently and made enough phone calls that corporate called and basically told the general manager, fix it. And the local manager actually brought Chris into his office. Because what happened was we moved here. I streamed for like 2 weeks and all of a sudden they capped my connection. Like I couldn't stream and as soon as it hit 6 p.m. at night, my internet would just immediately throttle down to like less than a mega upload, which means I couldn't stream anything. So if you go back on my channel a few years, there were streams I would literally have to switch over and stream on my I could put my phone in the very corner of the room and get a 4G connection to the tower, but I would be streaming using my phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot with 3G and 4G. That's how I started streaming at this location. And then Chris made enough of a stink that the general manager brought her in and said, okay, yeah, we you know, sorry about that. We didn't understand, blah, blah, blah. And ever since then, I've had with that company, a 300 down, 26 to 28 is what I always got up. And then about a year after we moved in, maybe like 8 months, a local company came through and put fiber up. And what they do is they rent fiber from another company and they ran their own fiber optic cables because the big company wasn't running fiber. So I got my fiber through them initially, and that was my main stream connection for quite a few years. It started off as a 15-15 symmetrical, and then it eventually got up to the point where it was like a 90 up. It's supposed to be 100-100, but it was always like 90 up, 30 down. I don't care about the down so much, but the up was always a big thing for me. But it was never enough because I tried to, because they were renting. So I tried to run 2K streams a few times, and every time I tried to run a 2K stream or do anything in like 4K, Their service that they rented from would put a cap on things because I was using too much bandwidth for this local area where we live. Like I'm using more bandwidth than probably the whole town combined. I'm not joking when I say that. There are no major businesses where I live. Most of the people who have internet here are doing just like Netflix. I don't know of anyone in this town or any company even that does any sort of like major uploading. And I download. I mean, I am. This is my job, so like I go through more data like the whole town. I guarantee it. So even with them, I've always had to be careful about not pushing the limits too far because there are, So I've always had a decent fiber connection and a decent cable connection. You know, neither of which were great for 4K streaming or 4K production or 2K streaming or anything. And then last month, the cable company came through and said, we're actually upgrading the entire town. So we're ripping out all the coaxial and replacing it with fiber. So I immediately got on it's a 300/300 fiber connection. And I can go, I believe they have up to gigabit service. When we went into the office to pay the bill last month, we asked to get put on the gigabit service. And the guys had just changed our fiber out like 2 or 3 days before, and we weren't even in the system yet as being on the fiber optic network. So we're supposed to go pay the bill again in like a week. And theoretically, I'll be able to get gigabit service, assuming we're in the system now as everything having been switched over. So things are improving and we're modernizing where we are. So yes, it is a game changer when you finally get access to big city internet when you live out in the middle of nowhere. Because that's one thing I did miss from moving to the city was having a good fiber connection. But I have one now. Still don't have any flashlight. Yeah, I'm on Xbox Series X. 0 performance issues on this platform. Somebody was in one of my YouTube videos, or maybe it was Twitter, ranting about how the performance is dog shit. And I'm like, not for me. Like, maybe you're on a potato, because my performance has been phenomenal on the Xbox. That button didn't do anything. I don't know what I'm turning on or off there. Those are keys, aren't they? There's no way I'm getting there from here, is there? Yep, blue. Indeed, indeed. I remember when Chris and I went to Ireland. I think it was 2018. There's no way I'm making that jump, right? 2018. And I was genuinely surprised by how good the internet was everywhere we went. And it was because the government had done a big federal push to get broadband into every corner of these rural, areas. And also, I was able to get a 4G unlimited data plan for my phone for 30 days for $30. Was 30 euro, but it was like the euro was close to the dollar at the time. So it was nuts. I got an unlimited 4G plan for $30. And it was like, it didn't even matter if the places didn't have internet for some reason. Like the connectivity in Ireland was so good when I was there. I was genuinely like, man, this would be, you know, at the time we were in the travel industry, it's like from a travel blogger perspective, this is like the golden land of I can go anywhere in this country and find a 4G connection and really good broadband internet. So you can, like, no matter where you are in Ireland, you can like stream and make content. It was amazing. It was the best, like the best internet I had seen traveling before. Because like Spain was a nightmare when we were in Spain, but that was also back in like 2015. Hell, here in excuse me, 2015 here. Excuse me, frog in my throat. I was living here with Chris in 2015 for a little bit after her surgery. There was no fiber, there was no 4G, and all I had, we lived in the next town over, I had a DSL connection. Not joking when I say that, a DSL connection. It was a 6 megabyte down, 1 megabyte up. So for like 6 months, I think, I wasn't doing anything super, like I had to do video calls and I would always be like cutting out of the video calls because I had shit internet. But then in the last 10 years, like this whole area has just transformed drastically. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here because I can't get through this door. That's just all fog. And we're like blocked from going anywhere this direction. I mean, that looks like I should be able to get up there, but I can't make that jump. Yeah, you can't mantle in this game. Broadband access is a right, not a privilege. Because it has a transformative effect on lower SECs. I mean, it should be. What's up, Studman? I think that internet, in my mind, should be up there with healthcare as something that governments just provide to their people. We're living in an informational era. You know, not having good internet is detrimental to your life, just like having shitty healthcare. So I just think that good healthcare and good internet are things that taxes should definitely take care of for everybody. There is such a big difference between having, like, in terms of access to information and like education and everything else. Like having good internet is just mandatory. Alright, I'm gonna have to look this part up because there's keys right there. Oh, what the fuck? So shooting that unlocked this door magically? Come on now. That's a little shitty. Like, that door was literally locked the whole time. And then I shot the padlock and it opened. I'm not a fan of that. The way they did that mechanic. Apparently this key doesn't work for either one of these doors. That's creepy looking. That makes no sense to me. Oh, this is another one of those. Shoot the padlock. It's gonna open the door. I understand unlocking one door, but why the other one? Yeah, my brother still can't get internet where he lives, and he lives in Missouri in the United States, and he can't get internet where he lives. Like, there are no cable companies, there are no fiber companies. His only option is satellite internet, or thankfully it exists, Starlink. He was able to get Starlink, I think, about 3 years ago. 2023, I think when he got Starlink. And before that, he built my brother. This is the funny thing. Some of you might know this because we shared this in Discord. My brother lives so far in the middle of nowhere. He built his own radio tower, solar charged and everything, so that he could get a Wi-Fi signal from the town that's like 10 miles away or whatever, 15 miles away. They had a company in town who was renting broadband, put a signal repeater up on top of the radio tower in town, and then shot out a Wi-Fi signal. And if you were one of their clients, you could purchase a receiver, and if you could see the radio tower, you could get Wi-Fi internet. It was um, like 15 down, eight up, like 15 down, 8 up. So my brother lived off of that connection, and he had to build it himself. Like, he had to go out in the middle of a field and get up on top of these water tanks they had and build his own tower, put the receiver on the top of the tower, put up solar arrays and solar panels, and then have batteries, and then that bounced off of that and pointed it back towards the ranch headquarters. Um, and there was constantly issues with with like winter storms or tornado storms that would come through and fuck up his tower or mess up his solar panels, and like it was a constant struggle for them to have any sort of connectivity in terms of internet. And he couldn't get the local, like, nobody would run fiber to their house because they're it's 10 miles from town, and the fiber company's like, it's going to cost us $750,000 to run the cable to your location, and it's just not worth it because there's not enough clients to justify the expenditure. And so he's never been able to get like fiber where he lives, or any connectivity, not even cable. And satellite internet is absolute shit. Satellite is the worst. Like, you're capped on speeds, horrible latency. Um, but at least he was able to get the Wi-Fi connection from town. It wasn't great, but it was doable. So when Starlink came along and offered him, my sister-in-law works from home completely. That's all she does all day is video conferencing. My brother does all sorts of stuff. Um, all their GoPro footage gets uploaded. They manage their social media accounts for the ranch and stuff. Um, Starlink has been a lifesaver for them, and that's the sort of thing where hopefully all these countries can sort out their own broadband connections over the next few years, because fiber is something that should be able to be given to everyone as a basic service, just like electricity and water. How am I missing? Do, 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 do. There's a benefit of living in the city of some 8 million people. Correct. When I lived in Mexico City with Chris, it was it was great. You're spoiled for choice in restaurants and everything else. I love living in the countryside, but yeah, internet stuff. Thankfully, it's gotten much better now. Like Chris and I literally had a discussion about this, I think 2 nights ago. Um, like the whole time we've been living here, I like living here, but it's a little too hot. There's always been two things I've complained about. It's a little too hot, and I wish I had better internet. And now I can't complain about the internet. So now my only complaint is it's a little too hot during the summertime. Other than that, I have no complaints about where we live because now I have fiber, and it's like, woo! I'm finally back in the real world. And it's interesting because since I've gone from fiber to not having fiber and then back to having fiber again, whoever was earlier who mentioned that they're loving the new quality of streams and everything else. I mean, yeah. I spent 4 years, 4.5 years of not having like amazing internet, and still managed to make a living and make it work, but it was never perfect. And now we're good to go. Knock on wood. And some guys are rich enough that they can just pay the cable company $1 million to run fiber to their house. I'm not one of those guys. I know of streamers who have done that. I know of streamers who have made enough money that they moved off onto a nice piece of property somewhere and then just paid the electric company $500,000 to run a dedicated line out to their place. And it's like, good for you, but that's not the reality for most people. I think we're supposed to drop down. There was an investor we had when we were early on in the MMO development. My brother and I had an investor come on board who owned a vineyard and had moved his family, like the headquarters for his family. He'd moved his whole family out onto this piece of property with the vineyard and everything else. And he wasn't even a streamer, and he paid the phone company, I think it was $75,000 to run a dedicated line to his house because he was so far out that they didn't have any connection. He's like, I'll just pay for it. Yeah, 75 grand. Like, I was just like, holy shit. Like, I think most people would just be like, I will find somewhere else to live. And he's like, nah, man, I want this place. Some people have the money to burn. Let's quick save. Why is there a clock ticking away? How come those lights work? Oh, fuck me! Rats! That's a swarm. I haven't seen a swarm in a while. Yeah, don't get caught in the swarms. Sweet Pea's like, I had to make you smaller because I'm afraid of jump scares. Oh, this game has plenty of jump scares. I get a few per stream for sure. I'm gonna be getting more of them later this week because we're gonna be playing Alien Fireteam Elite, and I will definitely. I love the xenomorphs. I love playing aliens games. We're gonna have fun with that. Face huggers. Well, there's nothing over there. Nothing over there. I heard something just happened. Oh, a fucking poltergeist. It says poltergeists. Damn it. I hate poltergeists. I gotta go find these fuckers. Oh, there's one. Where did he go? Shit. Come here. Where are you? Oh! I hate these assholes. Come here. How is he running and not getting hurt? Like, I shot him point blank. Fucking hate poltergeists. Okay, one down. Okay. Anyway, 3 days till Star Wars. Yes. 3 days until I can stream it. But I do have an early, my initial review on the 26th. I was finally able to confirm all my NDA stuff. This morning we were allowed to finally say, hey, yeah, we've been playing a preview version of the game, and we could share our initial review on the 26th, and then I will be able to stream it on the 27th alongside everybody else. I don't think thought I saw a body in here somewhere. Need to go find it because it might have goodies on it for me. Creepy baby doll. I'm pretty sure that's the door I need to go through, but I know I saw something when I was running through here. There was like a... something lootable, and I don't know where it's at now. Excuse me. Well... oh, there it is. Oh, it's the other poltergeist. That's worth a hard save. Quick save, whatever. Speaking of which, before we go through the door, all right. My wife had me order her a new set of cast iron skillets. So we've got a set of two that we've been using for about 9 years now. A small one and a big one. The big one is like a Dutch oven, and it used to have a 12-inch one that we used on the cap. It was like the top, but you could also flip it over and use it as a skillet. It broke on us years ago. Um, I think it was because I used it on a electric. We were out of gas one day, and I was gonna go cook, so I put it on top of one of those electric spiral. I don't know what they're called, like a coil. It's the old school like electric coil things that you could get to cook with. And I don't think that reacted very well to the cast iron because it cracked. I was cooking and we were both in the kitchen and it went made this horrible noise and we looked over and it didn't split all the way open, but it split like 3/4 of it. Just opened up a hairline fracture and across and we're like we had to throw it out. It sucked. But she finally made a request. She had like 3 other skillets that have just pans that have finally gotten worn out over time. She's like, I need some new ones. Why don't you get another set of cast iron? So I'm just checking on Amazon right now. Those are coming. And then today, my computer glasses should be getting here. We got to go to the bank. We got to go to the grocery store today too. Because starting tomorrow, I can't leave the house for like a few days, other than exercise. Because we have Gamescom going on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then there will be more shows, like the 28th, 29th, 30th, through like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is every year. This is the week that is like a nuts. This is when I get like, what am I playing next year? This is when I find out what I'm playing next year.
Duty? To whom? To what? When I was leaving, he gave me this look like I was a traitor. A traitor! But I didn't betray anyone. I was the one who was betrayed. He decided to look us all up here. Fucking bastard. I should look for a way around from the west.
A way around from the west. Yeah. Tea kettle. Maybe some coffee. Maybe some coffee. Lovely.
I don't know what day it is. Still wandering around this Town. There's no escape. This Limansk is constantly changing. Someone's watching me. Roaring in the dark. Not a regular mutant. Smarter. It's playing with me. But I won't return to Dachenko. The general has lost it completely. Bunchuk stayed with him. Can't suck up. The beast is getting closer again. I should try another road to the east side. Maybe there.
The apartment sweep is complete. We're moving forward to the west blocks.
General, what about Zakharchuk? We haven't found him, but we heard him. He's alive, wandering in circles. Permission to put together a search group.
Granted. 2 hours to locate him. If we fail, we keep moving.
What do you mean, keep moving? We should search for him until...
Orders aren't up for discussion, Colonel. Ready in 10.
Affirmative, General.
I can't pick all of these up. I was able to pick that one up. What is it? Silenced assault rifle. Reviews are up on YouTube, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I don't stream games that I don't like, so there's your answer. Full reviews up on YouTube. Watch them in between the streams. It's only showing me my... there we go. Swap compared items. There we go. This could potentially be better than my lullaby, but it needs a scope and some other stuff, so... But it's nice to know I have a backup. Alright, we are supposed to head west. Point of no return. Here comes some more. That doesn't sound good. Something's...
Motion killed our answering. Comms glitching or I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's not the cops.
thong. Oh, that door just magically opened. Oh, fuck you with the swinging doors, man. Not cool. Well, I guess we're going through this door. Game over, man. Game over.
Tachenko? Is that you? Report. Poltergeist was covering the retreat. The hallways close behind me. Screamed into the radio. Did you hear? Hear me? Then why did you have to abandon me?
I don't know which way I should go. That's not what I meant to do. That was weird. Okay, so I was thinking I could jump up on that thing right there, but it didn't let me, so I'm guessing that's a no-go. Excuse me. I don't have a code to get through this door yet. Excuse me, guys. I have, like, a frog in my throat today. Oh, this is gonna be great. Don't get your feet wet. Did I?
We got cut off. We're figuring out the code, but it's gonna take time. Copy. Quite the territory here. We'll sweep the northwest part, you take the southwest. Copy. Over and out.
Oh, now it changed around on me. Trippy, trippy, trippy. Alright, let's go through here. Yeah, I don't know the code. Yeah, where am I supposed to go? Because that door got locked now. This is gonna lead me back out again. Oh, I can't save now. I missed all my shots. Who the hell is shooting at me still?
I know you're here somewhere.
I could never eat that. That is just nasty, man. Jelly in a can! Alright, so we came out of there. I think the way to go this time is going to be over here because this is no longer... Oh yeah, it is. Thought it had cleared. Apparently not. Is this door open now? No, and I still don't have a code. I still can't go through there. That's locked now. Huh. Yeah, it wants me to go up through there. But I haven't figured out the code. Did I pick up somebody's PDA? I have no idea. All of these doors are locked. This is where I came out of. And it's locked behind me. Oh, I never saw that. I totally did not see the numbers scratched into the wall. They were trying 2468 next. 2465. Oh, I wonder if the scratch marks mean... No, that doesn't work. That was it. So it's the 2469. So if you look here, there's lots of 789, 789, and if you look over on the third one on the left, there's a 7. So he was continuing the pattern. 3 5. So if you look at it, he goes 1 2 3 5 7 8 9 2 3 5 7 8 9 3 5 7 8 9. So there was a deduction thing. So the third one, he had ironed out that it was a 2, a 4, and a 6. Just had to figure that out. All right, that's a quick save. I never saw those numbers on the wall, so good catch. I was just focused on looting the bodies, and I was looking around for like a piece of paper or something. The elevator's coming up all on its own. And it just went plummeting down. That's lovely. No! Oh, and it closed the door on me. Oh shit, I popped the grenade on accident. Roasted it. Popped it. Look at him coming up the stairs at me. Shit, that's a lot more than I saw originally. those are the ones you have to shoot a bunch of times before they die? Yes. Hang on. Zombified dudes. Oh no! Screw you, man. Alright. Game can't be saved right now. You gotta be kidding me. Let me save my game. I lost my reticle for some odd reason when I'm in scope mode. What do you mean the door's locked? Like, I unlocked it and... You bastards. You're gonna make me go somewhere I don't want to go. That locked now? What are you guys doing to me here? I may want that. Take it. I don't know. I don't want to be overburdened, but... No, I didn't want the pistol. Yeah, I might want to use that sniper rifle for stuff. Sav Spirit coming up with a 145 stream streak. Nice. That is impressive. What's up, Samurai? There's something behind that door. I just know it. Oh, sunrise suit. What is that? That's the first new suit of gear I've seen in a long time. A masterpiece of a local craftsman suit combines 2 layers of rubberized fabric with a polymer lining and bulletproof vest effective against pistol bullets. I might have to see what that looks like when I can improve it. I'll be right back. All right, we're going to take 5, everybody. Sorry, guys. Wife is up. I had to coordinate with her because we have a lot of stuff to get done today, errands wise, so that I can be locked in for the next 5 to 6 days for Gamescom. So we have got to run errands today. Got to go to the bank. We got to go to the grocery store. At some point, I'm supposed to get a phone call to go pick up my glasses. She's got glasses coming in too. So she is up. I had to go coordinate with her. All right. And get another cup of coffee, which I've already drank most of. Shit. bet I'm supposed to go up through there, cause nope. I guess we are going down. Some point I'm gonna have a face off with that asshole. No, we are not supposed to go that way. Where's your other shot coming from? Smoke on the barrel. Dun, 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 shooting me. Where you at, you son of a bitch? Where am I supposed to go from here? Oh, you twat waffle. Okay. Don't know where to go from here. Down. There's no way to get down from here. Can I jump? No, that doesn't look like a good idea. Never mind, it worked. Oh, I think we're supposed to be going in there. I don't think that was the way I was supposed to get down here. Strap in. Something's about to happen. I guarantee you we're gonna step on this elevator into it.
This is our duty.
World of shit.
We came here with a purpose. Now we have to fulfill it.
This purpose is getting my people killed.
And we'll get all of us killed too. But we've got our orders. And these orders. And it's a mutiny, Colonel.
I still can't save the game. This is gonna be a nasty fight. I can just feel it. Yep. Here they come. Still can't. No electricity. Of course, you give me stairs. I don't see him anywhere. How come I'm not hurting that? Is that bugged? It may have been bugged. I'm gonna take that as a win. I don't care if it was bugged. Can I save? No, still can't save. Okay. something up there. Some meters this way. I don't have any doors that can open up here, though. Oh, wait, is the elevator available now? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Never mind. That answered that question. Dude, I need to ditch some shit. I'm so overburdened again. What's that worth? 13,000. Yeah, I am. I don't want to throw those things away. Well, the first thing you should do, Naramo, is use, like, spell. Like, actually use language. Don't use you. Write you. You gotta learn how to actually type. Why you like this game? What? Learn how to type. Next, ask yourself this. Why do you like something? Why do you like eggs? Why do you like pizza? Why do you like iced tea? Why do you like Coca-Cola? And then you have the answer to why I like this game. Inspect the duty cam. Those following orders, I was wrong.
General, a new passage opened up from the north. We were on patrol and there it was. Like the brick wall was never there.
North.
Why are you alone? Where's Cheponi?
Guarding the passage, so it doesn't disappear while we're away.
Fine. Tell the others to gather all the supplies. We're headed to the Radio Wave Institute.
Radio Wave Institute. Oh, that looked like an anomaly. I wonder if I need my not to be a firefight. Shit. Grenades. I'm in the fucking mist. Alright, that sucks. Fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. have a sniper rifle. Use your skills of observation, Naramo. You're being really annoying and you're not paying attention to any of the things that I say, publish, or etc. And I'm about to kick you out. I publish shit every single day on all the channels, on all my social media, and in my Discord about my schedule, what games I'm playing, and etc. You're being disruptive, disrespectful, you're not paying attention, you're coming in here asking questions that have already been answered a million times. I've already answered you over the last week or so. The same thing. You're in the Discord. I've seen you there. So don't sit there and, when are you going to do this? Why aren't you doing this? Do you like this game? Etc., etc. You're just being an annoying troll at this point. And this is your last warning. Stop being disruptive. Do some due diligence. Pay attention to the things I publish, or go away. Let's switch over to this sniper rifle and see if I can. How do you... I feel like this is doing any damage to those dudes. Let's get rid of that gun. That thing feels like a piece of shit. I'm actually just gonna drop that. It's not doing any damage. I think we're in the clear now. Let's go loot up. Just take it all. Unless it's a weapon. I don't need weapons right now. Oh. How come they have light and I don't? I still don't have any sort of electricity. Man, I definitely need to, like, get rid of half this shit. Surely I have one of those back at the base. I'm loath to drop, like, this stuff because I don't know what it might be upgradable to. And that's something new. Let me look up and see if, because I don't remember if this is an old gun or a new gun. Oh, yeah, that's just a common weapon. I can drop that. Mist got him. Oh, yeah, creepy elevator. I could probably ditch half those. Definitely drop the bread.
Triple need a word. You've seen the general? He's been glued to this thing for almost a day. He's studying the object. Damn the object.
Studying
He's not
the
going to take it
object.
away or destroy it. I think he wants to stay here for good. What about us? Don't we get the same? Fine. What are you suggesting? Turn the damn thing off. If it all started with turning it on, so we should
Hey,
now
first time
appear
chatter of
with
Anger
the
80.
tool
Go
that
watch
was.
someone else.
And Bunchuk? He never disobeyed a single order.
If you
Promised
find this
not
game
to
old
get in
and
our
boring,
way.
why the fuck are
This
you
was
here
the
watching?
best he could give us.
Don't
I
watch
don't want
people
to
play
rot
things
in
that you
here
don't
for
like.
the
That's
rest
the
of my
epitome
life.
of being a stupid idiot.
Are you with
Are
me?
you a stupid idiot?
Yeah.
I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
You're an
I'll discharge
intelligent,
the check.
rational human
But
being.
you gotta act quickly.
Why do you waste time doing things that you don't like and you think are stupid and boring and old? That seems pretty stupid and idiotic to me. As far as when I'm going to be playing Star Wars Zero Company, you should know that better than anybody. Because the game has a published date of the 27th. You know that that's the date because you're a rational thinking human adult, right? You're old enough to type. You're old enough to have a Twitch account, which means you're at least 18, which means you're an adult. Right? Right? Keep up. I know, Studman, right? You should be playing the game I want you to play, even though it's not out
Promised
yet.
not to get in our way. This was the best he could give us. I don't want to rot in here for the rest of my life. Are you with me? Yeah.
So that converts
Yeah. I'll
to
distract Tachenko. But you gotta
fog as
act
soon as I
quickly.
go through the door. So I'm not sure where to go from here. Just go quick. Because it sounds like stuff is popping behind me. Shit, don't know which way to go. Oh, I fell. So that is you have to run away from the smoke and learn the maze. Somebody's not actually looking at the list of live streamers on Twitch. How many people are actually playing Stalker 2? I know, right? It's just trolls. I have a feeling it's the same person as earlier because neither one of them used proper English. One of them was a um, one of them is a freebie account, and the other one is a Prime account. I would have, if I had to guess, I would say they're both the same troll because they both ask the exact same question about
Promised not
when
to
are you
get in
playing
our
Star
way.
Wars Zero Company,
This was
man?
the
Why are you
best
playing
he
this
could give us.
boring old
I
game?
don't want to rot in here for the rest of my life.
Oh, I missed the jump again. What's even more funny about that is I've already published my schedule for Star Wars Zero Company multiple times in multiple locations on multiple days, including this morning. So it's just dipshit trolls being dipshit trolls.
Promised not to get in our way.
I almost feel like I should put my gun away for this segment because I think I might have better luck. No! I might have to see if I can't toggle the run to always be on, because this is going to take me a bit to get through. I do not do well with jump platforming stuff when I'm being timed. I've got a smoke monster behind me.
Promised not to get away.
Alright, let's put the gun away.
He could give us. I don't want to lose this war.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And if you don't sprint run on those jumps, you don't make it. So it's a constant toggle on, toggle off. I don't mind these when they're not timed, but I've got that smoke machine behind me.
Promised not to get in our way. This was the best he could give us. I don't want to lose this war further.
Fucking, I'm getting caught on something when I go to jump. I'm getting caught on something that is clipping me right there. And this is, by the way, this is what I was talking about earlier when there are things I like about this game, things I don't like. The mantling system in this game leaves a lot to be desired. Like, you can't just grab a hold of a ledge and hang on to it. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Alright, put the gun away. It does suck. This part of the game sucks. This part of the game legit sucks. I'm not a fan of the platforming in this game. In the launch version of the game, I complained about the width of the colliders. Oh, I fucking jumped right into it. When you are, there's like these excavators that you have to climb up to jump onto rooftops. And most games, I've showed this in a video somewhere. It's like most games, if this is the walkable path, right? If this is the path that your character is walking on, right? I'm showing you the width of this. If this is the width that your character is walking on, most games will actually have the width out here and out here so that your character can be walking partially off to one side and not centered exactly, and your character won't fall off because there's this boundary where they've said we're going to give you a lot, like double the space you might need, maybe even triple, depending on the game developer, so that you don't fall off. This game doesn't do that. This is the space you have. There is nothing extra at all. And if 1 foot of your character falls off to one side, your character literally falls. And there's no mantling where if you like turn really quick, you could grab it with your shoulder and not fall. No, you're falling all the way down. And then when you go to jump up boxes and stuff to get up here, like on top of the hood, like there are a lot of times where you'll be up against the hood of a truck and you're gonna be like, I can totally jump up on the hood of this truck. There are boxes in this game that I've jumped up on top of that are higher than this hood of this truck, but it won't let you jump on the hood of the truck because that's breaking the. So there's definitely some. I have a great time with this game, but there's jank, and I am not afraid to point that jank out. I've made a couple of videos on it already. The platforming, correct. I wish the parkour and platforming in this game was better. Because gameplay moments like this are extremely frustrating when you're not good at like exact button presses.
Promised not to get in our way. This was the best he could give us.
All right, I'm banning Naramo because they literally, I don't care if I die. You're getting banned because you just failed to. I kept telling you, use actual English. Stop mistyping. I can't do it. I can't have that shit on my screen. If you're gonna be here and productive in my chat, you have to learn how to type. I can't handle it. I can't look at it. The constant U instead of YOU. Like, if you're gonna type, learn how to type. Don't be a degenerate, uneducated person who sits there and types with single letters instead of using the full wet, breadth of the language. Ugh. That's like people who try to talk only in emotes. I can't handle it. Alright. Jump! You motherfucker. That one right there, I cannot get it. I've missed that jump like 6 or 7 times in a row now. Let me go into the settings really quick and see if there's something weird with the auto run. Because I feel like it's not sprinting when I get to that second. And it's supposed to stay on when I toggle it.
Promised not to get in our way.
And the problem is right here. We're sprinting. We're not sprinting anymore. Okay. Sprinting. Okay. Ah, I fucking made it. Left, left, left. And fuck me. Go, 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 go. Please don't make me do any more jumps. There's a door. There's a door. There's a door. And a phone. Matrix style. It's a breaker, not a phone. No, I have asked for reference to anybody who's like, I can't believe you just banned him. I have asked him multiple times, including multiple times today, please use English. Like, please use English if you're going to type in my chat. It's the same thing. I have the same rule. I don't care if you're German, Hungarian, Spanish. Yo hablo español. Estoy casado con una mexicana. Mi vida diario es en español. Todo el día. Mi homestead es aquí en México. Mi cuñada está aquí casi todos los días. Okay? But my stream is English. I don't care what language you speak, but in my stream, you need to type in English, and you have to make the effort to actually use the English language. I'm not going to sit here and suffer through people who are bombarding me with emotes and use and stuff. It's just, ugh. My nephew previous this text message that make him spell it. Oh yeah, you definitely need to break that habit early. That shit might fly when you're talking with your friends, but not when you're talking with me. Like, I require you to use the English language to communicate with me. I don't communicate in grunts. That's literally how I feel about people who try to communicate with one letters instead of words or in emotes. It feels to me like people are trying to communicate with grunts. It's like, nah, bitch. We are human beings. We are not animals in the field, communicating with grunts and whistles. We use language. We communicate with each other. If you're trying to sit there and type, "Why you do this?" and you're not using the English language, you're literally, it's like you're an animal in the field. No thanks. I find the game to be sufficiently challenging on rookie mode. I don't feel like I need to crank it up anymore. I die frequently on rookie mode. This game is still I feel it's very challenging even on rookie mode. I play games on story mode. This game does not feel impossible to play to me, but it is definitely still challenging even on story mode. Is this the new DLC? Yes. We are about 20 hours into the new DLC. Fuck, I don't have a card. What's this? That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not typing them. Dun, 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 dun. Pretty much. What is that? Grom? Oh, I think I already have one of these stored. No, an automatic rifle and grenade launcher system. Oh. I'm gonna have to try that out. Oh shit. Wicked, man. What is that kind of ammo? I don't know, but we're gonna play around with this. Right. You die way more frequently on... Yeah, I don't feel the need. Like...
I'm not much of a scientist. If it wasn't for the doctor's additional instructions, I never would have built anything here. But it seems to be working. Now I just have to launch it. The Institute, of course, wasn't built for this. We need something with a larger capacity if we want to use this on the mainland. And we will. Duty's general is following me. And he's not alone. I hope my plan works. I hope I can manage to launch this thing on time and not blow it. The zone, and then the whole world will be liberated.
Oh, it just said escape from the darkness and fog. Oh, that's just lovely. This is another jump sequence. Get me through the fucking door. Fuck me. No, I'm gonna die. No, I'm gonna die. Fucking A, man. I got stuck on that fucking box. I should have been able to jump over that box. That box right there, I should not have been stuck on. It would not let me jump over that fucking box. I got stuck on, there was a box and like a gas container, and it wouldn't let me jump over it. That's bullshit. I'm gonna call it out, man. Triggered! Triggered! Someone asking, is this game hard on story mode? I mean, there are things like this that are, I wouldn't call that difficult, I would call that frustrating. It's not difficult. It's just a matter of, you know, when you used to play Mario Brothers. I'm gonna go left this time. Oh no, you can't go left. Remember when you used to play Mario Brothers, and you know when you're learning a zone, you might die 10 or 15 times, right? It's part of Prince of Persia, and then you just fell there. It's learning the button presses, the timing, the pattern, the maze. You have to learn those things to get past them. And it can be frustrating to learn those things. Not so much when you're offline, it's very frustrating when you're live. I definitely don't feel this level of frustration if I do things offline. But when I'm live, there's pressure because you're in front of an audience, and it's like, God damn it. Jump! I was mashing the jump button and he was not jumping. I wonder if it's because I was out of energy. I actually wasn't paying attention to my energy, and I was sprinting that whole way, so I maybe didn't have enough energy to jump. Jump, jump, jump. Uncrouch, bitch. I fell somewhere. We're going to give this a couple more shots. If I can't get it, we are going to wrap up here because it's after 7 o'clock in the morning, and I do have to start getting ready to go run errands. We can get a couple more attempts in, though. So I fell down something there. I'm not sure what it was. Fuck you! How did it catch up with me? Like I made it all the way through that, and then suddenly it's like it's on me? Says I. That feels sus. You know, I just realized I think you can shoot those canisters maybe to get those objectives out of your way. Fuck. Do I jump over? I can't see. So as soon as I get to that point, it's catching up with me. I'll do one more. As soon as I hit that balcony railing, somehow it's catching up to me. Hmm. Uh, no. I wouldn't want to use the knife anyways. Shit. Maybe you could smash it with a knife, though, now that you say something about it, because... Shit! 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 Nah, come on, man! Alright, I have died every single time I've got there. I don't know what I have to do to get past that point. But I do need to wrap it up and head on out because I have errands to run. This afternoon is the 24th. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do this afternoon. I might come back and play some more of this. I feel like we're getting down towards the end. I have been told that this is only like a 10 to 12 hour DLC, and I'm like 20 hours into it. So I have definitely gone well above and beyond what most people are getting out of this in terms of a story playthrough. So I feel like I'm probably getting close to the end, and I do need to try to wrap it up because tomorrow we start Alien Fireteam Elite. So more than likely I'll be back with some more Stalker 2 this afternoon after I've run errands and everything. Definitely tomorrow morning if we haven't already wrapped it up. But then tomorrow morning the plan is going to be whatever we stream in the morning, and then around 9 a.m. we can download Alien Fireteam Elite. I can play that for, assuming the download goes quickly, I should be able to play that for a couple of hours, and then we're going to go into the Gamescom opening night ceremony tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a big day. The next few days are going to be very, very big. So make sure you follow along in all the places, and I'll see everybody next time.